All right, thanks to MJ for being with us tonight. Let's go ahead and get into the recruiting report tonight here on Sports Talk in our final minutes. And if you have any final thoughts or comments you want to share with us tonight, we'll have time to take some phone calls here at the end. 888-898-2525 is the phone number. South Carolina Education Lottery lucky number for you here on Sports Talk. For those of you watching us on the stream, we're going to put the leaderboard back up there. Josh is going to put the Masters live leaderboard. You can actually watch the leaderboard change while you listen to Sports Talk. How cool is that? Well, what's really cool is having Seawells come out and handle all your catering needs for whatever special event you've got going on. He and they, the Seawells folks, have been at it for nearly 80 years, so they know what they're doing, and they know how to do it right. They know how to do it to meet your budget. You just give the folks at Seawells a call, 803-771-7385, or visit online at SeawellsCateringSC.com. Tell them what you're looking for, and they'll work with you every step of the way. And, of course, tomorrow, another Friday, another roast beef Friday. I'm going to try and head out there tomorrow if I can get out there, and you should as well. Big day at Seawells tomorrow, the daily luncheon buffet from 11 till 2 for only $14.50. Recruiting-wise, Riverside wide receiver Mikael Skinner is 6'3", 210. His recruiting status is improving as the spring goes on. He is excelling with his 7-on-7 team, and college coaches are taking note. That includes South Carolina receivers coach Mike Furry, who hasn't offered yet, but the two are talking. And Skinner says he's talked to him about his potential to keep working. He said that Furry saw him play in a 7-on-7 because Furry was there to watch his son play. So he got a chance to see Skinner. He was really impressed. In fact, he said that he had a really good showing against a DB who's committed to Ohio State. So Furry is interested enough in Skinner to have him come in for the Gamecock spring practice scrimmage last Saturday. And he said he got a chance to see them, and they seem to be getting better and better. He got a chance to see how they work and how meticulous they are with their fundamentals. He plans to return for the USC spring game. And he was also in for a USC Junior Day in January. So he's getting some good exposure to the Gamecocks. And Furry wants him to come back for a camp where they can work one-on-one, and from there, if not sooner, from there they'll figure out if he's going to get an offer or not from South Carolina. All right, Cincinnati has been strong on Skinner. He visited them last weekend. He's scheduled for an official visit with the Bearcats on May 31st. This summer, he's looking at visits to Virginia Tech, Ohio State, and Florida State. And this spring, he has also visited Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, and Florida. Skinner, whose cousin Jaleel Skinner started out at Miami and is now a tight end at Louisville, had 44 catches for 600. Had 44 catches for, hang on a second, I want to get this right because I mistyped it. But imagine that, 651 yards. Not 61, I left out the 5. 651 yards, and he scored a total of 15 touchdowns last season. Offensive tackle Justin Hasenhalt, who was offered by Clemson last May, committed to Georgia Tech. He's a native of Germany who attends school in Rabun Gap, Georgia. Receiver Malik Clark of Rock Hill, defensive end Anthony Addison of Sumter were among the prospects on hand at USC practice this morning, according to Hale McGranahan of the Big Spur. Of course, Addison, between 12 and 1 tomorrow, is what he's told us. He'll have some type of an announcement tomorrow. And with Shane Beamer putting out a commitment alert this afternoon, you put your 2 and your 2 together. What do you normally get, Chris, when you put 2 and 2 together?
I usually get 4.
Yeah. So figure it out.
Or a commitment.
That.
One or the other.
Yeah. We're thinking commitment for Addison tomorrow. 2026 safety Smoke Matthews plans to visit USC Saturday. Furman transfer guard J.P. Pegues no longer visiting Florida this weekend. He has visited Florida and Auburn and has Oklahoma on his list as well. This was reported by a Florida website outlet. And USC's in the top 6 with Mount St. Mary's transfer 6'5" Dakota LeFleur. Make that LeFew. There's no L in there. LeFew. This by Joe Tipton of On 3. He also has Villanova, Syracuse, Pitt, Georgia, and Xavier on his list. He's a native of Hampton, Georgia, and he averaged 17 points per game this season. And there you go with the recruiting report tonight, brought to you by C. Wells. Hope to see you at C. Wells tomorrow. I hope to get out there so I can have the my fair take of the Roast Beef Friday production.
You also get some pork chops and chicken tenders tomorrow as well.
Any of that and all of that is fine by me. Fine by me.